People don't notice your clothes first or even your words. They notice how you move. Your body language will be the first thing that will tell them, are you attractive? Are you confident? Should they even respect you? And that is why in this video, I'm gonna show you why understanding body language changes everything. And you'll get there when you understand the 3 areas of your body language. Think of your body language like a battery, and it has 3 cells. 33% of it is your arms, 33% is your voice, and 33% is your face. When just one of these cells is low, you'll come off as nervous, awkward, and forgettable. But when you charge up all 3, that's when you look as attractive as possible. So let's start with the first cell, your arms. Tip 1, you want to keep your arms above your belly button. If you drop your hands off to your sides, people will instantly read you as nervous. That's because your hands are falling outside of your influence zone. If you put your hands in your pockets, you're going to look uncertain because you're hiding your hands instead of using them to lead attention. If you cross your arms across your chest, you'll just tell everyone that you're scared because you're subconsciously protecting your chest and your heart. If you put your hands behind your back, gripping your wrist or your elbow, you'll come across as stressed, trying to self-soothe yourself under pressure. Here's how you're gonna fix this. Your influence zone runs from your belly button to your eyes, and that is where your arms need to live. For example, if you put your hands behind your head, you'll own the room because this catapult position is only used by people who are in complete control of how they feel. If you put your hands in a triangle position in front of you, you're gonna look like the group leader because this is a gesture associated with strategic thinking and dominance. If you move your hands as you talk, exposing your palms, you'll appear more honest because those open palms, they trigger trust and they show that you're not hiding anything. And if you really want an edge, I want you to also wear jewelry like a bracelet and a nice watch, as this will draw more attention to whatever hand movements you're doing. Good jewelry doesn't just elevate your style, it anchors attention exactly where it needs to be, which is right in that influence zone. And this doesn't only make you look confident, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Bro, the jewelry that I wear is from Sylvian Grant. I've showed this before. It looks elegant and I only paid a couple bucks for it. Tip number 2, never touch your nose. Do not touch your face when you're talking to people. You see, that tells me you didn't like what I just said. Even if you're smiling, every micro gesture on your face sends a micro message without you even realizing it. That one's even worse. It tells me something was really off, like you're frustrated or you straight up don't agree. Scientists like Ekman and Friesman call this the manipulator gesture. Your brain literally uses it to calm itself down when it's stressed or guilty. Now that tells me you just heard something that could be very true and you're in trouble. Now that one tells me I just heard something I didn't like. It's your body adding a physical blocker to shut down the sound. All right, that just tells me you're done looking at me and you want out. Tip 3, learn to invest. But what does this have to do with body language? Everything. Let's play a game. I want you to invest in my company. I'm gonna give you $10,000 to do so. And I'm gonna pitch 2 ideas to you, 2 different company ideas that I have. But here's the catch. I'm gonna pitch both of these ideas to you without any sound. All right, who are you investing in? If you chose Founder B, you think like a professional investor because in a study from ResearchGate, even seasoned venture capitalists could accurately predict which startup could succeed just by watching the pitch on mute. Let that sink in. People believed in the idea because the speaker looked like he believed in it. And most of what I just did was just use my arms like I just taught you to do so in tips 1 and 2. And I also made sure that I look good and presentable. And you can do the same on a day-to-day, even if you just wear a basic black t-shirt every day. If I had a minimal necklace and a nice bracelet, I instantly look more intentional without having to spend a lot of money. All of my jewelry, if you look at my collection, it's from Sylvian Grant because it's great quality and I don't have to spend a lot of money. For example, I love getting their stacks because it's their best deals. So their 3 bracelet stack comes with a box chain, a square bracelet, and a curved bracelet. All for under 60 bucks, you're getting 3 different bracelet designs that look incredible if you stack them or if you wear them single, and you're saving almost $70 just because you're bundling it. They also have a 3-piece necklace stack that I went for, and you can either buy them in quality stainless steel or 18 karat gold plated, and none of them tarnish or leave any marks on your skin. That's why I love them. You don't need to spend a lot of money to look great and be presentable anytime somebody looks at you. You just need to build up your accessory collection, and with Sylvian Grant, it's the best place to do it because right now they're running their Black Friday sale. So those bundles that are already affordable are at an absolute steal, making it the perfect time to not only pick up for yourself, but for a loved one, for a buddy, for a friend, for a brother, for Christmas. Bro, They're gonna love you for it. They're gonna think you spent a ton of money. All right, you've now charged up your social body language battery 33% by understanding what to do with your arms. But you still need to figure out what you're gonna do with your voice and what you're gonna do with your face to always come across as confident and as attractive as possible. So let's move on to the second cell, your voice. Tip 4. Use a pencil to get a deeper voice. If you have a girly voice, I'm going to fix it with a pencil. And you need this because according to research, deeper voices signal higher testosterone, greater confidence, and they're rated as more attractive. So let's fix your voice with a pencil. I want you to put the pencil sideways and put it in between your teeth. You don't have to go too deep. I want you to then grab a book, take a deep breath, and read out loud from your chest for at least 5 minutes. The focus is to slow down and enunciate your words. This exercise forces your mouth and your tongue to work harder, which will just retrain how you speak. This will slow your tempo naturally and deepen your pitch into your chest, making your voice sound deeper. Tip number 5, I want you to punch as you talk. The reason you're boring is because you don't speak in cadence, which makes you sound monotone. So I'll show you how to punch and squeeze as you talk. When you talk all monotone like this and you run into a Stacy, you really think that you're gonna be memorable to her? No, of course not. You're gonna be easily forgettable. So to fix your cadence, you need to understand that cadence is made out of 5 things: pace, pause, pitch, rhythm, and emphasis. Don't overcomplicate it. We're literally just gonna focus on rhythm. And there's 2 rhythms that are really easy to do: staccato and legato. Staccato, that's punchy, that's sharp, it's high impact. This you use when you want to be bold, you want to be decisive, you want to be confident. And if you want to get into this rhythm, you can literally train this. Pick any paragraph and then punch the air as you talk. And naturally, you're going to start matching your voices to your punches, which will be that punchy staccato rhythm. Second is legato, which is smooth, hypnotic, it's flowing. You use this when you want to sound calm, persuasive, emotional. If you want to train yourself to get into this rhythm, I want you to slowly clench your fist and then it's almost like you're squeezing a towel dry. And as you're doing that motion, I want you to talk. So now try this. Grab a book again, pick any paragraph. I want you to read it once while you're punching the air. Then read it again while you're clenching your fist, almost like you're drying a towel. Listen back and notice how you completely shift tonality on the same exact words by just changing your cadence. And you can watch any great speaker, whether it's MLK or Churchill. They don't just speak in cadence, they'll switch between these 2 modes and control and captivate an audience. And now imagine if you're in front of a group or a Stacy and your hands are also standing out because I've showed you how to use them. You have a nice jewelry on. Bro, you don't just look attractive. You're becoming memorable by how you sound and by how you look. This is why all these key pieces that I'm telling you are so important. And for men, jewelry, it's the easiest cheat code to become memorable and more attractive because most men don't use it. They forget about it or they're too scared to do so. But with Sylvia and Grant, because the designs are so minimal, they're easy to implement. Even if you've never worn jewelry before, but you've always wanted to, bro, this is the brand you have to start with. And because they already do those bundles and stacks, they're basically styling it for you. You can wear the stacks together and you know you're gonna look good, or you can just mix and match one piece at a time and still look incredible and become memorable with every person you meet. I'm telling you, bro, if you wanna level up right now, Sylvia and Grant's the way to do so. And at the price point they have it for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I would not miss out on it because the price will go up immediately. Run before they sell out and click the link below. Tip number 6, find your attractive voice by counting to 10. Yo, what's up, guys? We're out here in New York City. We're gonna go eat. I'm gonna have a great day. I hope you have a great day.
Yo, what's up, guys? We're out here in New York City. We're gonna go eat. I'm gonna have a great day. I hope you have a great day.
If you've ever wondered why you hate the sound of your voice, especially in a recording, it's because you've never found your own natural range. But I'm gonna help you get there by counting to 10. Do this right now with me. Count from 1 to 10. But I want you to switch tones aggressively on each number. So your odd numbers, your 1, 3, and 5, I want you to speak from the lowest part of your voice. And your even numbers, 2, 4, 6, you gotta go to the highest part of your, damn, that hurts, highest part of your voice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the point. You want to do that all the way to 10. And then right after, just start speaking normally. What you'll notice, you're going to stop faking your voice, and instead, you're going to gain more control over your own natural range, which will drop your voice into its most natural and attractive sound. All right, boys, right now, your social body language battery is now charged up to 66% because I've showed you what to do with your arms, and now I've made your voice as attractive as possible. But we're missing the last cell, the last 33% to fully charge up your body language and change everything for you, which is your face. Tip 7, the 1 second smile. Stop immediately smiling at people when you first meet them. You think you're being friendly, but no girl's gonna see you as confident or attractive. They're just gonna see you as needy. And nothing kills your chances faster than when you're trying too hard. Instead, I want you to use this smile delay hack. When you meet somebody new for the first time, do not immediately smile. Instead, you wanna look at their face for about a second and then smile. And you wanna do this slowly, because that micro delay makes your smile seem more genuine. And instead of needy and as if you're friendly to everybody, they'll feel like you're genuinely smiling at them. Tip number 8, tilt your head up for instant dominance. Everybody will do one of 2 different head nods when they first meet a girl, but you have no idea what either of them mean and how one is more attractive than the other. Just take a look at this side-by-side comparison. Did you catch it? You see, psychologists found that social judgments of how your face looks is not driven by facial shape or musculature, but instead, it's driven by head movement. We use nods daily, and that upward nod exposes your jugular, and you exclusively use it with only people you're comfortable with, like your friends or your family. When you use it with strangers, you might come across as like the nice guy. The downward nod increases your perception of dominance and control. Even when their faces were totally neutral, according to the study, that downward nod shifts the shape of both your face, your eyes, and your eyebrows into this V look, which is the same configuration that we subconsciously associate with anger, with confidence, and with control. So if you want to be more attractive, give them that downward nod. And now you understand exactly what to do with your face, your tone, and your arms. When you implement this in your life, it'll change everything.